The history of Israel is the story of how God was made known to the people of the covenant. But the people often wondered whether God was truly with them. And from time to time they asked the question, how do we know that God really walks with us? Is God really present with us as a people and as individuals? In today's first reading from the 4th chapter of Deuteronomy, we hear the answer that Moses gives to the people as he assures them of God's unconditional love and abiding presence among them. Moses reminds the people that God is indeed close to them in the commandments that the Lord gave them. The commandments were an expression of God's love, a sure sign of God's presence among them. Now, this understanding of the commandments runs counter to the way we tend to see God's laws. How often we hear it said that the 10 Commandments are simply a list of do's and don'ts that take the fun out of life, that the church's moral teachings, rooted in the commandments, limits our freedom and restricts full human flourishing. In today's gospel, Jesus tells his disciples that he came to fulfill, not abolish, the law. And the one who obeys and teaches the commandments will be called the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. In other words, the commandments of God are not harsh burdens or strict rules we follow blindly. Rather, to follow the commandments is to be conformed to the example and life of Jesus. And with eyes of faith, we see that God's commands correspond to the deepest human desires for love, peace, justice, and mercy. God's commands are not meant to restrict our freedom, to make us less free or less human. Rather, we are most truly free when we freely choose the good that comes from God. For God's laws correspond to our natural desire for happiness. God places the divine law in our heart in order to draw us close to Him, the one who alone fulfills the deepest desires of each human heart. Have a blessed day.